I'm so glad that all of you can be part of this really exciting day. I'm Patsy Keech, and I'm a dreamer. Being a dreamer, I have a great appreciation and respect when others accomplish what they set out to do. I can't help but celebrate their success, for I understand how much time and effort goes into taking a dream from the dream stage and turning it into a reality. So when I watched Shark Tank one night and saw this happen for Vance Zahorski, a local guy, I smiled for days. I had to get him to come and speak to you and share his story. Now, I knew doing this, I was taking a 50-50 chance of getting him to say yes. But I also knew if I didn't try, if I didn't make that call, if I didn't take that risk, the answer would be 100% no. So luckily, after a few games of phone tag, we connected, we spoke, and Vance said, yes, I would love to come and speak to your students. So that's what brings us here today. My ultimate hope is that you'll remember this day in high school as a day that you became mindful of some of your own dreams, and also that you were inspired to take the risks that were required of you to make your dreams come true.
Well, I was open, but because I'm become more valuable, that's, instead of raising the price on you, that's gonna be my final offer without a counter. Take it or leave it.
Damon, is there any chance you would take 25% for $120,000?
I don't think you just heard what I said. You would have had that shot 2 sharks ago.
I just wanted to hear some advice.
I understand what you're saying, but now I'm the only person in the room with you. If you and I start as partners and I ask for 40%, that means I'm coming with the heat.
Just remember, 60% of a watermelon is a whole lot better than 100% of a grape.
I understand, and I've fought and clawed my way here, and to give up 40% is just, I would have gotten an investor right away. I've given everything, and you are one of the sharks I came in wanting to do a deal with. I think we can both make a lot of money. Just 40% is...
To make him a counter.
He did. 25% for $120,000.
He doesn't want that counter.
We just launched on Amazon. I'm telling you, this thing is just about, I've done all the work. It's about to blow up.
You don't know the work that's ahead of you, which I think I will enjoy.
Vance, it's not selling time, it's closing time.
I'm not going to counter on it, and I need to know that you believe in me, and I will believe in you. I'm not here to take advantage of you.
He has no flexibility. What are you going to do?
You got 15 seconds to answer.
Would you do 28%?
You have 15 seconds to answer.
30%.
You have 10 seconds to answer.
I can't do it.
Go to a third. Just try it.
I can't. 33%.
Okay.
Yes! Yes! You're one of the guys I wanted.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Woo! Yes! Oh, my gosh!
It's insane. I've dreamt about this moment. For 2 years, I've thought about what just happened. And it just happened right this freaking second.
Say it again, you're on speaker.
We got a deal! With Damon.
Shut up.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, as seen on TV, please welcome Vance Zahorski.
Man, that's intense. Watching that again, it's like gets the heart pumping. Whew. Starting to sweat, feel it all over again. Well, thanks for having me here. First of all, I'd like to thank Miss Patsy Keech for having me here, putting this whole thing together. This is really exciting stuff, real world stuff, and I'm just honored to be here. And I hope for what I talk about today, I'm not a public speaker, I'm not a motivational speaker, I'm just a guy that learned some things along the way and that I wanted to pass on. And if one of you picks something up today, then all of this is worth it. So hopefully you pick something up here, and I'm going to get started. Now, I'm going to jump right into the heavy stuff. Actually, let me back up. I got a Shark Tank update for you. So you know when Mr. Wonderful said I was a fool for not doing the deal at $4.99 at Walmart, which was cutting my retail price point by more than 50%. Guess who got into Walmart in 50 California stores yesterday at $9.94? I just had to start that off. It's like, take that, Mr. Wonderful. After you made me look like a idiot in front of all those people. So no, he could squash me like that. But anyway, so I want to share that update. So let's jump right into the really heavy stuff, head first, right into the deep end. And I want you to think about this phrase: one life, one chance. Now think about that. One life, one chance. It took me 37 years for that to sink in. 37 years. I was fishing at my friend's wedding in Florida, like you heard, stepped on a knife, thought there's got to be a better way, came up with an idea in an industry that I absolutely love, that I'm totally passionate about. And I'm like, man, I'm 37 years old. If I don't chase this dream right now, it'll never happen. Like, this is my golden opportunity. So I came home, told my wife that I think I have an idea that will be on Shark Tank someday. Swear to God, promise. And she looked at me kind of like I was an alien, kind of looked at me weird, like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, honey, I promise you, we have to do it. Life's short. You got one shot. Let's do it. Gave her the pitch of my life. And she said, all right, I believe in you. Let's do it. So we sold our house, sold my boat, gun collection. I even sold my favorite green egg smoker. We gave up every worldly possession we had, put it all into the company, and went for it. Chased the American dream, and it paid off. All because we realized you got one shot. That physical body you're in right there, that head on your shoulders, is on this planet Earth one time. I don't care if you believe in reincarnation. Yeah, I'm coming back. You're not going to be in that same body with that same mind. You got one shot. And if all the stuff I talk about today, I hope you take that with you, because when you start picking your college classes and you start making life decisions and you come up with this really cool business idea or this trip that you want to go see Italy or go, what happens is you get caught up. And then next thing you know, 30 years go by and it's done. So think about that. One life, one chance. When you're picking your college classes, think about a career path that you can get behind, that you can get 100% passionate about, something that lights your fire, that gets you excited. Because here's what happens if you don't. And you'll probably smile. Have you ever heard somebody say, oh my gosh, it's Monday. Oh, the Monday blues. Monday's terrible Monday. And then Tuesday, oh, it's only the second day of the week. It's Tuesday, and then Wednesday rolls around. It's hump day. I'm almost halfway through this miserable, horrible work week. And then Thursday, I'm one day away from Friday. And then Friday, thank God it's Friday. I just made it through a week of work. And there's restaurants. TGI Fridays, thank God it's Friday. For people that hate their jobs, it's somewhere to I'm away from work. Right? I mean, you're smiling, right? I mean, think about that. And what happens is that week starts all over again on Monday, right? You get 2 days off of fun, and then you're right back in it on Monday. And that week turns into a month, and then it turns into a year, and then it turns into 10 years, and then it's 30 years. And this is millions of people go through that. And the cool thing for you is you're getting started now. If you can realize one life, one chance now, you're not going to be 37 years old like I was, saying, I don't have a lot of time left. I need to go for it. I got one shot here. You can start planning your future and think about what gets you going today. And I've heard things like, yeah, but, I like video games. Well, yeah, there's people making millions of dollars playing video games. They're game designers. You know what they do when they go to work? They play video games, and they design video games. And then I heard one, man, but here's the deal. I just like to sleep. Saturday morning, I like getting up at 3 o'clock. Well, if that truly makes you happy, if that's your passion, start a sleep therapy company. Invent a product that helps people sleep better. And then when you go to work, test it on yourself. Check off 18 hours and say, I just came up with a good product that I think is going to help our company be profitable. I'm going to sleep today at work, and test it. No joke. There's people out there that do that. If you're an athlete, let's say you're a basketball player, you're 4'1", right? And you want to play the NBA. And you're like, all right, Vance, let's do it. I'm going to be in the NBA, play for the T-Wolves. I'm 4'1", want to be a center. Right. I'm not saying that you're going to be the starting center for the Timberwolves at 4'1", but what I'm saying is maybe you could be an NBA agent, you know? Maybe you could work for the T-Wolves. You can still be in that arena of what makes you happy. Imagine your dream in your life is you love fishing, everything about it. You wake up, go to your office, you're surrounded by fishing gear, right? You wake up in the morning and you get 50 pictures of people catching huge fish that you got to post on your social media accounts. And then you start planning your year, what you're going to do. And your year consists of going to the most bad, you-know-what, expos across the country. And you're looking at killer fishing boats. You're talking to professional anglers. You're talking fishing all day, selling your fishing product. And then you go fishing. You get to go fishing for your job. That's what you do. And that's what I'm living now. And you may not like fishing, but what you're passionate about, that could be you doing what you love to do. That's the difference. One life, one chance. Don't be that Monday hater. Hating your job. It's your choice. Start today. That's very important. Moving on. Got a really extensive notes here. Sorry, I get real passionate. Visualization. Another word for goal setting. I don't like saying goal setting because goal setting is too easy. Set your goal and hit it, okay. And there's like SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, trackable, relevant. I've been hearing goal setting stuff my whole life, and I couldn't connect to it. But after going through this Shark Tank experience, I can tell you one thing, visualization helped me get through the intense amount of pressure. Sony Studios, where they film Batman, Bachelor and Bachelorette, standing in front of 5 judges, celebrity venture capitalists, with cameras all over the place, knowing that 7 to 10 million people are going to see you, which could ruin your business if you mess up. And I could blow $5 million in advertising, which is what Coca-Cola would write a check for 10 to 12 minutes on ABC primetime coast-to-coast TV. The only thing that got through that is visualization. And I set a goal from the beginning when I told my wife about my idea. I set a goal, and I visualized every step of the way to the exact point where I hugged Damon John. When you see me kiss my ring, I practiced that in my hotel room like 20 times. My brother thought I was crazy. He's like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, listen, when I get the deal tomorrow, I'm going to kiss my ring on the way out because that's what got me here. That happened. And that's visualization. Now, I'm going to give a little science. You may think I'm crazy for saying that, you know, like I'm just telling you stuff. Here's some science. Have you heard of those brain game videos? Like you can get them on Netflix, brain game. Has anybody heard of that? So there's one that's called brain plasticity. It's how the brain, and I'm not going to get all sciencey on you. I'm going to keep it simple, but it's worth checking out. It's pretty cool. They took test subjects and they held their hand over a keyboard. And they said, I want you to use your thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, back and forth, and go on the keyboard. Do that over and over and over again, several times a week, several times a month for a period of time. They did a brain scan of their brain before, and then they scanned their brain after. And the brain activity that controlled that motor function like blew up on the chart. Like they'll show you when you watch the video, like, I don't know, double, triple, whatever. But like a muscle, that motor skill got stronger. So then they took another group of subjects. They said, I want you to put your hand over this piano keyboard, and I want you to visualize using your thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, without moving your hand. Just mentally press those keys. Don't move a muscle. And guess what happened? The brain scans for the people that used motor skills and the ones that didn't use their fingers, We're exactly the same. That shows you that if you visualize what you want to do, you set a goal and you visualize, you have a job offering, job opportunity, job interview, and you visualize going through that. If you are in sports, and you'll hear college coaches say this, visualize the feel of the ball coming off your fingers and the proper mechanics. And at night, close your eyes and visualize the ball going through that hoop. That's strengthening your brain. That's real science. And you can apply that to life. There's a girl that you want to ask out or a boy that you want to ask out. I mean, I would visualize how it's going to go down. No, she's not going to slap me in the face. You know, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to, you know, whatever. I mean, you can use it in every aspect of your life, but setting goals and visualizing going through it will get you there. The only way I made it through Shark Tank, because I promise you I blacked out toward the end, like I was so stressed, is I had practiced and visualized that whole deal every time, every single time. It makes a difference. So visualization and goal setting, not just goal setting, but using visualization will help you. The next thing is just getting up. So you set your goals, you visualize, you expect everything's going to go perfect, and you get hit with the freight train and just get knocked down. You hear Jay-Z says, brush your shoulder off. You've heard a lot of, my dad would always say, if you get off that horse, son, get back up on that horse. There's all kinds of different, themes or meanings of the same thing. But getting back up when you get knocked down is important. Now, I know probably a lot of you feel like there's some major life events, you've had some major obstacles, but I'm telling you, you think you got it rough now. When you start, if you become a business owner, you end up getting married, or you got kids and you're disagreeing about the best way to raise your kids, there's much bigger obstacles ahead of you. If you can learn to attack the obstacles you're facing today and get off the ground and dust yourself off and stay positive and pick yourself up, if you can really focus and get working on that now, when the big events come, you're going to be in a better spot. You're going to be able to handle it. For me in Shark Tank, I spent the last $1,000 I had with my Kickstarter video producer. I came with this idea. 0.04% of businesses get on Shark Tank. 0.04. And I said, I have to make an impact. I know I'll get on there. I know I'm going to get a deal, but I got to get through the herd because there's a lot of people. So we made a video. I dressed up as each shark, wore a dress like Barbara. Actually wore a dress. It's on YouTube. You can see it. Doesn't look good. But I dressed up as each shark, and then I pitched in front of myself on a green screen. The guy edited it out, so it looks just like you saw there, only all the sharks are me dressed up as each shark. And I that was my audition video. I've spent a whole bunch of money on 100-grain candy bars. I bought a bunch of fake money online on the internet, which is actually difficult to get it to look real because counterfeit things anyway. So I got this big box put together, sent it in. It's all excited, like, all right, that's going to get me the deal. Got a call 3 weeks later. I think I still have the message on my phone, honestly. Hi, Vance, this is Steven from Shark Tank ABC. We'd like to give you a phone interview. Do you have some time? And I'm like, yes. So did a 30-minute phone interview. He said, oh, this is great. We're excited. We'll be back in touch with you. The next day, any phone number that wasn't programmed in my phone, I was like, and it wasn't them. And that went on for a week. Like, imagine that. Every call, you're like, oh my gosh. And then that turned into a month. And then that turned into 3 months. And I was still, 3 months later, if I didn't recognize the number, this has to be them. And then 7 months later, it sank in. It's done. It's over. I literally feel like I got hit by a train. All the money I put into it, all the energy, promising my wife, my family, telling all my friends, like, I'm going to be on Shark Tank. They called me, and now I have to go back and say it's not going to happen. And because I've worked hard at getting up after getting knocked down, I thought, you know what? Something clicked. I'm not done. No, there's no freaking way that I'm stopping today. There's no way. So I didn't give up. 2 months later, a buddy of mine said, hey, I'm auditioning in Dallas at Shark Tank. Do you have any tips for me? And I said, no, but can I go with you? He had an Airbnb. I was at a trade show in Houston. I packed up my trade show, jumped in my car, drove 3.5 hours, slept on the floor in the Airbnb place he had, Went up the next morning with 700 other businesses, used visualization, visualized my 2-minute pitch, nailed it, and that's what got me on Shark Tank. And what's crazy is it would have been so easy just to give up. I mean, I was devastated. All the money and time, and I mean, devastated. Now, I probably still would have pursued line cutters, but getting up when you get knocked down, if you go through a breakup, don't just sit there and dwell on it. Focus on the positive. You know what? Now I got more time for me. Maybe the next person I meet is going to be better. Or, you know, you get fired from your dream job, whatever. Start your own company. Like, just don't dwell on it. Immediately start dusting yourself off and think about how you're going to make the situation right, how you're going to put yourself in a better spot. So getting up is very, very important. Lastly, surround yourself with positive, encouraging people. Do you have a friend right now that says, oh, he's fat, or gives political rants, or makes fun of people, or tears them down because they're doing well? I mean, think about it. Who's your circle of friends? Is there somebody that's always full of drama? Oh my gosh, this, now drama. I mean, those are the people that are going to literally suck the life out of you. Literally. They're going to suck you dry. There's going to be nothing left. And it's real easy. And I mean this digitally and physically. Your physical group of friends, they talk about drugs, whatever, get rid of them. If they're not motivating, if they're complaining and just life is terrible, woe is me, I don't have a cool phone, whatever, get rid of them. And on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, political rants, I'd click delete, you know. If I hear another Trump or Hillary post, I'm going to, you know, literally lose it. Delete, it's that easy. Get yourself around people. If there's somebody you're envious of because they're successful, instead of being envious of, go see if they want to go watch a football game or see a movie or whatever. Surround yourself with positive people because it's contagious. Literally, it's contagious. I'm in a group of Shark Tank pals, a lot of people that were on Shark Tank. It's a private Facebook group. If you actually aired on TV, you get put into this group. It's unbelievable. Like, when I'm feeling down or I'm like, oh, this is going to be really challenging, I get in that group and I'll ask a question, and it's like I shotgun 12 Red Bulls. I mean, that's the power of getting with positive people. For me, in Shark Tank, it was my wife. Imagine if my wife and I were at each other's throats every day. And I came home and said, hey, honey, let's sell everything for my fishing ring cutter. What do you think she would say? She'd punch me. I mean, there's no way. Luckily, when I met my wife, Jennifer, I made sure that we had common goals and that she was, you know, somebody that was positive. And it paid off because she looked in my eye and said, I believe in you, I trust you. If this is what you want to do and give up everything we have with 2 young daughters, I'm all in. I'll do it with you. And my parents are very supportive. My mom has always said from day one, you're going to do great things. I never understood what that was. I don't know if this is great or not, but it's the confidence she gave me to do what we've done. And you may not have supportive parents, but I tell you, there's somebody in your life that's supportive. Was a friend, cousin, whoever, complete stranger, there are people there, just look for them. Stay away from the negative vampires. I'm telling you, the haters, the trolling, people trolling on you, just hit delete, just get rid of them. You'll be in a better place. So, coming full circle, you got one shot at this, one shot at life. There's no avoiding it, so you might as well do what you love. Visualize short-term goals, hitting that winning shot. If you're a football player here, receiver, catching that ball, visualize that ball, how it sounds coming through the air, hitting your fingertips. Set some goals. Visualize the house you want to live in, who you want to be with, what you want to do with your life. When you get knocked down, because it's going to happen, get back up. Start working on that today, because the big obstacles are coming, and you're going to be a better shot. And surround yourself with people that love you, that are positive, and that are going to support you. Now, I don't know if that's the answers or if there's any, there's nothing scientific about that. I'm just sharing what helped me get through getting on Shark Tank and what helped me get through meeting the American dream. That's all I got.